Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel for a new mock military video. Today with something a little different from usual. Today we have the military ground support equipment. More than a dedicated mock, this one is intended to be an extra pack for all your mocks, but especially if you get my mocks. So if you have my aircraft, this will be a nice addition to your collection. And you can see some of them here. I didn't build all of them, but we have, for example, here the tug, the lifter, transporter for the weapons, and here we have some weapons as a reference, so I can show you something here, but most of the work will be done here on the program because we have more to see here, and also because I didn't have all the parts needed, so something is missing here. You may notice the wheels are missing, the tires in this case, and I think we may start first from what we have here, and then I'll show you on the program also the other equipment that I didn't build here in real life. I think we may start maybe with the tug. This one is a little car that you can see from the top here. Here we have also a minifigure, and from the front there. So it's a simple car, and here you can connect some equipment. Here on the program I can show you that 1, 2, and 3 here they have ball connection that you can connect here on this little car, and that's it. Well, this one is very simple. Also this one is very simple, so I want to keep the lifter as the last one. This one is needed to move around the weapons that you can see here. You can connect on it almost any weapons. This one is a very large. Also, this one is even larger, or a little missile. In the photo references, I left you some examples. And this one can be connected to the minifigure like this. Of course, maybe you noticed is a little different from the one you have on the program, mostly because I don't have all the parts needed, so I needed to test it using what I have, but it works similarly, so it's not a big deal. It's enough to show you how it works, and with this one you can move the weapon around. Very simple again. And here there is the most complex among them. That is the one I wanted to show you the most from both directions, and then we move to the program. First, let's put the minifigure inside. As usual, everything you see here is in a minifigure scale, as my other mocks. So if you like this one, here in the right up corner or caption the video, you can find the playlist with my all other creations. And a little reminder for who is new, always check the caption because you can find very useful links, such as the one to get the instructions to build this one and my other creations, a link to get third-party cheaper bricks, so you can decide if you want the original parts or the third-party, and even the full set. Obviously, with the full set, you will get both parts and instructions, so you don't need anything else. And now we can continue here where we have this little car that you can play with it. I can show you there. Let's see. Focus, and also from the top. This one is a lifter, so we have the wheels to play with it, but also the most important part here is the lifter that I want to show you here in real life, because on the program is the most complex part, while here you can simply move it with your fingers. And with this one you can lift weapons, and you can lift almost anything. So you can connect, for example, here the missile, so you can keep it lower this way, play with it like this, and then lift it only like this. Maybe from this view you can appreciate better how much you can lift it, or from the top maybe. And I said it can lift almost anything because it can keep almost everything on it. It struggles a little with something so large like this one. This is a drop tank, and I think this one should be my largest aircraft ordnance I made until now, so it's also the heaviest. Now, if we connect it here, maybe you can see that it can keep it in position, but only if you keep it like this much, wait, I hide, okay? See, if you move it a little bit forward, it collapses. But this is why I added a little trick or feature, I don't know how you want to call it, that it's here. Maybe I can show you in this camera better. It's this little part here. Later I'll show you also on the program. If you don't have anything so heavy, you can remove this little part here. But if you do, this one can be rotated inside, so you can... I have large fingers and it's a little bit more difficult, so I prefer to disconnect it and reconnect it inside, but you can rotate it. And once you rotate this one, you are cheating because you can keep it in position. So let me hide also from there. So this way you are cheating, I know, but it works. And this way it can lift anything. So I'm quite proud of the final result. And this one looks especially good if you have, again, one of my aircraft. Boom! So if you have something like this, and if you don't know what this mock is, you probably didn't watch my previous video, and I suggest you to click here in the right top corner or check the caption on the video as usual. Obviously, this ground equipment will look even nicer, so I think they will be perfect if you have an aircraft next to them. And that's also why I told you this is more like a bonus than a dedicated mock. But come on, you have weapons like this, stuff like this. I think it looks pretty nice. Here we can open a little bit the wings. And that's it for the real life stuff. Now we can move on the program where, well, of course, we have the same things, but with better color, better parts, because here I can use all the parts I want, and that's what you'll get. This one is almost identical, only the color and this part are different, but it works the same. Here you can see we have many parts. These are needed in case you don't want to add only one weapon in the center, but maybe two. So let's say you can connect, for example, this one here, and maybe this one here, depending on where the connections are. Then we can move to my ordnance pack. Also, this one is available, so if you want all my weapons, you can get them as an extra pack, just like this one. But let's say you have this missile, that is the one I was using before to show you the stuff I have here. If you want to connect two, you can do something like this, for example. See? It's pretty simple. Now here, this one is not needed, actually. But yeah, these parts are needed just to connect more weapons. This one is larger. It's a 4 long plate, in case the weapons are larger and you need more space. This one, it's the same thing, is to transport weapons. Here you can connect more weapons, and you can connect this one here with this one. Here we have a power unit. This one is needed when the aircraft are on the ground without the engines on, so they don't have energy when they are on the ground. Maybe you have seen something like this also using a civil aircraft. We have one feature, that is this cable. This cable can be connected here on one side, and the other side can be disconnected and connected to the aircraft you want to power. Now, can you see this shape is kind of weird? Not my fault. The program is really stupid in this case, and it's a total mess to make this simple cable go around here, just like you do with your phone charging cables. So like this is a simple cable, and you can do this, okay? It's very simple, but the program tells you nope. Here, the third one I can show you is this little ladder. This one, again, looks very nice next to an aircraft. It's not so complicated, but I think the final result looks pretty nice. I tried to use less bricks as possible and more bars to make it look more metallic, and I think the final result turned out pretty nice. We still have some wheels because again you can use the little tag here to move it around. And finally here we have the lifter that I already shown you before, but again, just in case something is too heavy, you have this little part that is the trick or the cheat, you can choose. And if you rotate it inside, you can trick the gravity. And I hope you like them. Do you like something like this where I make smaller projects, where I make something related to larger projects? And if you do, what's missing here? What do you think is really necessary that I design for the other mocks? In this case, we don't have a precise model. I tried to check around some references, but I didn't want to make something specific for each country because I wanted it to be more universal that you can use with all my iCraft. And this is the final result. Again, I hope you like it. If yes, remember to leave a thumbs up. Remember again to check the caption of the video to find all the useful links you may need. And if you don't find what you need, let me know in the comments and ask. I'll try to answer to all the comments I read. And that's it. See you again next time with a new video. Bye.